Hey, well, hello, VC. Good to be back. Yeah, I got a little package from Music Direct, I think on Friday, and I've been listening to some wonderful records, and I'm here to report my findings. About time, yeah. Hey, I had earlier made these videos earlier, but apparently, if you put a little bit of music at the beginning of your video, because that, even though it would be called fair use, I guess YouTube has the copyright holders have some type of a program they run their computer in. If they see anything on there at all, they can put a complaint on you, and then you get a strike on your account, and then you can get banned. Yeah. So anyway, I contacted the complainant. I made down this video that I had posted earlier about the Supertramp record. They put a complaint. eBay removed the video, and so then, like I said, emailed the complainant, and they removed their complaint because I told them, listen, I'll get rid of the video, and I'm just going to make some new videos. I've been trying to trim them and that, but it's not. I can't find the video after. So here's the new video. Just try to bring you up to date on that little that little mess there. So anyway, I had a subscriber, and he said that he had bought this Supertramp Crime of the Century on the 40th anniversary edition. And so I told him that I had the half-speed master. I've had this half-speed master, which is the audiophile series, and I also had the mobile fidelity half-speed master, and the two are identical. It was just that my MoFi was a little bit, it wasn't pristine like this one, so I sold it on eBay, and I was kind of in the process of looking for another one just to have, two, because this is such a great sounding record. But he told me that this one, that they've reissued now for the 40th anniversary, on 180 gram, mastered for vinyl and cut by Ray Staff at Air Studios in London. And it's on the A&M label. It's made in Czech Republic, in the EU, it says on there, and it's on that back to black. So I thought, well, awesome. Because I only paid, I think, $18 for this record. It was on sale at Music Direct. And so if I could, you can buy this now in pristine, brand new condition for, $20, and it's going to be as good as this, then, we need to find out about that. So I put it on, and of course it's a great sounding record, but it's not this kind of quality right here. This is half speed mastered. This one is not, and you can hear the difference. The sound stage is not nearly as wide. The harmonic structure of the piano when he's playing those notes and those strings are being struck, and it's just all the harmonics fill the room up. You're not hearing that on this record here. You're just hearing the notes, but you're not getting all of that wonderful analog kind of information. That's why I kind of, here's part of the thing too. Like I've been talking about in some of my other videos, and I want to talk a little bit more about it today in some of the upcoming videos that I'm doing. Is there has to be a lot more due diligence now when you purchase records, because I bought this on a recommendation. I told the guy I was going to get it, but normally I wouldn't have purchased it, because that's all it says. If you go to the website now, and I'll just look at it. That's another thing too I want to talk a little bit about later is Music Direct. I wanted to get a bunch of records from them, but everything is, back ordered or not in stock, or And so it just says remastered by Ray staff at Air Studios in celebration of the anniversary, and then it goes on to talk about how great the record is. There's nothing about it, what kind of, is it, what source, is it from an analog tape, or is it the digitized tape, or who remastered it, or they've got that part, Ray staff, but that's it. So my experience is that if they've gone through all that trouble in the remastering process and where it's been pressed at and different things, they're proud to say all that. And when it's missing, it's serious. You need to consider that. And so again, this record is not as good as this record, not nearly as good as this record. This has got more bass, it's got more harmonics on it, it's got just more information in general. You know, the cymbals are better, the guitars, the singing, the separation, everything. It's what you expect on a half-speed mastered record compared to the original sounding, which is, this is, you know, this record was always a great sounding record. So my suggestion is, if you don't have one of these, now see, this is the audiophile series, and on the back it says manufactured and distributed in A&M Records of Canada. So what this is, and this nice thing about this too, look, it's a gatefold. Have you ever seen Supertramp on a gatefold record? That's the only one that I know of what this audiophile series did. This is not a gatefold. The original was not a gatefold. No, I haven't seen an original UK press. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. But you know, let's have a little look anyway inside, because the rest of it is pretty good. They've got a nice insert that came with the record with the lyrics on the back, and it's really nice paper, real thick paper, shiny paper, not that little flimsy paper you got in the first place. And then it's on the original A&M label, and it's a nice inner sleeve, you know, polyline black paper. It's the kind of thing, you know, that I'd be okay with keeping in there. You know me, I'm fussy about the inner sleeves because, you know, it just builds up a bunch of static, and that paper gets, you know, all over your record, and in the long run it's counterproductive. So yeah, I bought it, and of course now I'm going to have to I'll probably just put it on eBay or something, get rid of it. I have no need for it. Now, as I was saying earlier about Music Direct, because, you know, here's the thing. Ian Anderson, you know, of Jethro Tull, he has released a record called Homus Eroticus, and it's on 180 grams. It's a 2 LP. It's a new concept album, and I listened to it on YouTube, and I said, wow, that sounds kind of like the old Jethro Tull. I'd be interested to get that, but it doesn't ship for like 4 to 5, 6 weeks. So I asked the guy, well, what does that mean? I mean, I'll pay for it all up front, and then when you get it, you ship it out to me? He says, no, as it comes, we're just going to deduct it off your bank account. And I'm like, well, you know what? I don't like surprises in my bank account. I'll just do something else. I'm not going to buy stuff today that I have to, you know, do it like that. I'm not interested in that. So I said, well, what's going on? Why is it like that? Well, you know, there's more demand for records, and we can't get them like we used to be. Because before, I could order a bunch of records, they'd have every one, or 99% or whatever of the records. So anyway, there's some other interesting things I was looking at. Golden Earring, 7 Tiers. I have an original press, but it's not in really near mint condition the way I like it. So I was looking at getting another one. Music on Vinyl has reissued it. Of course, that's waiting on 4 to 6 weeks. Then Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow, that's been reissued by Analog Productions on a 2 LP 45 RPM. So boy, I was wanting to get that. That ships on 10/12, so I you know, I couldn't get that. And then let's go back and look at the list. Yeah, Yes, Yes has reissued limited edition 100. It's been reissued by Friday Music. It's a 2 LP, 45 RPM again, but it's a little pricey. It's on sale for $56.99, regular $60. But I guess it wasn't too expensive because it's awaiting repress. They didn't make enough. That's why some of these records, when they come out and they're limited edition, and you really want to get it, you better jump on it because people are buying the stuff up. And I wanted to get, I had another subscriber ask me about Rush stuff. Rush records have been reissued. He said he got moving pictures, and he wanted me to know if you want to know if I was going to pick it up. I said, yeah, no problem. I'll get it. I'll have a listen to it, see what it's like. Well, it's waiting repress. It's been sold out. All that Rush stuff is sold out. I thought I might get Hemispheres. That's gone. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that let's just go through the list. Oh, Jeff Beck, Wired. No, excuse me. No, Rush Power Windows is not released. It's waiting. It's coming out. I'm gonna probably get that. Golden Earring Cut. I wanted to get that too, but that's another one waiting. You got to wait 46 weeks for it to come in. So there was 3 records that I got, and so you know what I decided to do? I said, let me go over to Acoustic Sounds, which they're the parent company of Quality Records, and I buy stuff from them as well. So I said, well, let me see what they have. And the Golden Earring 7 Tiers, they have that in stock. Rush Moving Pictures, they had that in stock. Manfred Mann's Earth Band Solar Fire has been reissued. I was looking at getting that again. That's on pre-order still. And then there's Herbie Hancock Headhunters on a 200 gram by Analog Productions. And I love that record. I'm gonna pick that up. Now Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow, on the 45 RPM. That's it's in stock over at and it's over at Acoustic Sounds. Then they had some of the older Uriah Heep stuff. It's still on pre-order yet because it's not released, but Demons and Wizards and The Magician's Birthday have been reissued. Now I've got that Demons and Wizards on a Back to Black double record, but this one you have to kind of have to see how it is. It's on a label called Sanctuary, and they're $23. Looks like colored vinyl. I'm not sure what's going on with these records. Just maybe pick one up, see how they sound. And I have Uriah Heep, Magician's Birthday, have that on a first edition Japanese pressing. And then they've got, of course, Elvis Costello Trust has come out. I thought I might pick that up because I have a UK first press, and I could compare those and kind of see, how if they're sounding better. Then Santana Abraxas has been reissued on a 45 RPM. I want to get that. Okay, Hawkwind has been reissued. Now the Hawkwind Space Ritual on Parlophone has been reissued on 180 gram vinyl. I mean, it's $35, but it's still on pre-order as well. So there's some things I'm looking at because the Hawkwind Space Ritual that I bought it. I have a video about that in the older videos about some Hawkwind records. Now, I bought that Hawkwind record. It's the Japanese pressing, and I think I paid $80 for it because that was a really good deal because it's in pristine condition. It's got that big fold-out cover. I don't think the reissues are going to be on a fold-out cover like the originals were, but I'm more concerned about how's the record sound. If I could get a gatefold, regular type cover, and it sounded better than say a domestic pressing, That's to be the one I'd want to get. So Parlophone, we'll have to see. $34 on pre-order, because if you, like I said, what I was getting at before, if you're going to get the Japanese press, which does sound better than domestic, it sounds a lot better. It sounds really nice. But I paid $80, and you can't find them for 80. They're all 100 or 150 or more, stuff, prices like that. You know, and that's way overboard. I was just lucky that I had a little extra money in the PayPal when I found that, and I was able to get it. So, also Bob James 1 has been reissued by Music on Vinyl, and I tried to pick that up on a Japanese press a while back, but you need to get the first edition, because I have a Canadian first edition which sounded better than the second pressing on the CTI. And that just kind of gives you an idea what I'm looking at doing, and how, you know, Music Direct doesn't seem to have anything, and Acoustic Sounds, which just was the next one I looked at. I mean, I could also go to the Elusive Disc and start, you know, searching their stuff, because they've got a lot of records over there too. But I didn't even have to go that far. I just went to my next Acoustic Sounds there, and I found a bunch of stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on with Music Direct, but they need to get a bigger warehouse or something and order more. I think they were redoing their warehouse. Maybe they didn't buy that much stock, because I know they have the wherewithal to do all this stuff, and business is good. They would be doing it. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I got another couple of videos I got to remake, so I'll get right on to that. Bye for now.